Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Kati and this channel is about my love for stationery, journaling and planning. And today I'm going through all stationery I bought in June 2026. So I call these my confession videos because it feels like a confession to show you everything and tell you the prices of how much I paid and how much I spent in a month. And today I will go these through in order of purchase, and my first purchase of the month was from my favorite sticker shop on Etsy, but I was kind of forced to make this order because this store is outside of the European Union and the customs changes were coming and they are now effect in July, so I was worried that this wouldn't arrive before July, but it came very quickly, so it was already with me on the 18th of June, so no worries, I didn't have to pay the new extra custom charges and so on for this. And I have talked about the new customs thing in my previous videos if you haven't heard about it yet. But this was my small order. They didn't have like everything that I wanted, so I just took what they had at this moment that were stickers that I knew that I would use. So I have had these before, these headache, I call these headache stickers. So I took these more, and then I took this planner sticker, which is one of my favorite stickers. I took these 2 sheets, and then this one, my old planner sticker favorite. I took these 2 sheets. And then I think these were only available for the 1 sheet, so I took these. And these are all stickers that I have had before, so I knew that I had a use for them. And I got this freebie with my order. And yes, I forgot again the prices. So these were all except one the same price. So these were all in the end, with shipping and taxes and everything, and my discount and everything, these were €3.54 a sheet. And this was a bit cheaper, so this ended up being €3.31, this 1 sheet. And in total, these 9 sticker sheets were €31.63. And now I don't have a need to buy stickers, but I'm always open to hear about new sticker shop, like new for me. So, and especially if they are in the European Union. So if you have a favorite sticker shop in the European Union, please let me know. I'm always open to look for other options, but yeah. That was my first order. Then my second purchase was a bit like, yeah, I don't know, I just I don't even remember what I went looking for, but I saw this Midori stencil and I have it here in my decorating pouch. So this, I saw this and I just couldn't let it go. You can have the time, but I was excited about this because I can have a circle that I can divide in 12 sections. That was what I was excited about, and of course it has this to-do list, and I have had these. This is also from Midori, this one, and I use this for my monthly pages in my planner, so I have had a use out of this. So I just, when I saw it and then I saw that they only had 1 left in the store, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. And because there was only the 1, I was like, oh, I need to get it before it's gone. But because I had to pay shipping, which was, this was $14.90, and then the shipping was $5.90. So I was like, oh, I should buy something else also so that the shipping cost wouldn't feel so bad. That's, yeah, always a good way to save money. But I couldn't buy so much that I would have gotten free shipping. But I threw in my shopping cart this Stalogy B6 full year because I have started this to use one as a journal. So I was like, oh, I have like used maybe 4 pages or 6. So of course I need a new one already. So then I don't have to worry about using the pages because I know I have the next one already in my stash. So I bought this and it was 34.90 euros. And then when I calculated the shipping with them, so because I divide then the shipping to the products, so this ended up being 16.67 euros and this 39.03 euros. So my total order was 55.70 euros. So, and that's a little, that's a lot for one stencil that was just like a random, which I didn't even know it was existing, and then I saw it and I was like, oh, I need to have it. So, and I haven't even used it a lot. So yeah, but let's see if I get the use out of it that I was planning, or if I come up with something else. But yeah, but what was so crazy about that order, I ordered it on a Wednesday on 11:07 and it was delivered the next day before 10 a.m. and that's crazy fast here in Finland. So that was like, wow, because we had a long weekend coming, so I was sure that it wouldn't arrive before the weekend, but it did, and I was like, oh my, that's well done, well done. Then a bit of a random that you don't usually see on my channel, and this was because they had a good sale and I couldn't resist. I was curious. So I bought 2 of these journals, and you can see they have this nice edges and they have foil and everything, but I will make a separate review video out of these when I have had time to test the paper and so on. So this is, both are dot grit and it should be nice paper, but we will find out when I make that video. But these were on a good sale, and then I still had a 15% discount code. So in the end, I only paid for this 11.90 euros. So the starting price was 19 euros, and for this I paid 16.15 euros, and the starting price was 24 euros. Oh, and this has also the text here. And I didn't show you the foil. This has gold foil. Yeah. And of course, I don't use a journal like this usually, so maybe you are wondering what I will use these for. Yes, I was supposed to show you the spine. Yeah, it has also a text here. So I will make a separate video about this, so I don't want to spend more time on these. But these cost me, and these are A5 size, so they cost me 28.05 euros. And these came from Spain, so that's inside EU. Then still a fun little purchase in the grocery store. So I saw these, and this is now the brand that we have here in Finland that makes ring planners and these inserts. And of course you can see these are for this year, so these were in a good discount. This is the layout, and I have also decided to make a review video about these, so I will show you these more and make a pen test. But these are pretty, in my opinion, pretty expensive for what they are and the paper quality and so on. So this pocket one, the normal price was 18.95 and the personal size is 19.95, at least in that store where I was, and I paid only 3 euros per piece for these. So because it was only 3 euros, I was ready to get them, although I don't have a use for them. And also my spouse didn't say anything. He was just like, oh, do you take them? Usually he's always like, don't buy, you don't need it. But now he was like, oh, just take them. And I was like, okay, maybe I just take them then. Although I wouldn't need them both, but why I bought them? Of course, I'm always curious. I want to test papers and make videos and so on. And I'm also hoping and dreaming and wishing for that I would get a job or a place where to study a new job or yeah. So there is still almost 6 months left of this year, so maybe I would get a job or something where I would have a use for these. So €6, that was my gamble for that. So that was my last purchase of June in stationery. And then I will show you quickly my spending tracker from June. So I just like to keep this for myself so that I know how much money I have in my stationery and fun sinking funds, and then it's fun to also watch how much I have saved money or put in my savings. And then I track my no spend days because that's just motivation for me to think about my spending and not just spend every day. Because I want to have these no spend days, that makes me think about things and not buy every day. And then I just like to track my spending because although I was planning this video, I had already forgotten that I had ordered these stickers in June. So without me keeping track of everything, I would probably forget at least half of the purchases that I have made. So that's why I like to keep a journal like this. And I have tracked my spending like this almost the whole time that I have had my YouTube channel. So it's like 6 years and going strong. So I like it. I have a color code. So for you, the most important is the pink one. So that's my stationery purchases. Yellow is my fun purchases. So I have spent a lot on fun things this year. So this is way over what I would like it to be, but I have needed some fun in my life. And then my stationery purchases are also over what I would have wanted, but I blame now partly the EU customs change because that made me shop things in May and now in June that I wouldn't have otherwise shopped now. So partly blame that, partly it's like, I have been just doing some shopping. So my stationery total for June was €121.38, and I have spent over €500 this year, and that's per month €89.63, and I would like this to be under €50. So I'm way over what I would like this to be, but there is now 5 months left of this year. No, 6. Yes, we can count July also. So 6 months left of this year. So if I would do minimal shopping the rest of the year, I can get this down to under €50. So that's no problem, but that means that I can't keep shopping like this. Yeah. But that was my June stationery shopping. Have you done any fun stationery shopping lately or fun finds, or have you been tempted about sales? These were because of a sale price, so otherwise I wouldn't have bought them. So sales are also a bad temptation. And the stencil, that was a funny one. I don't understand what went into me, but yeah, now I have it. I love Midori, I love stencils, and I will get a use out of it. And I hope that I have in the future something to show you, like, look, this is the way I use it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and I hope to see you down below in the comments and in my next video. Bye bye.